What's up, my peoples? Hope everyone's great. So I got a request to channel or as source the Christ entity, something of a higher power about a fetus in a mother, the connections with the soul, when it may arrive, if there's any karma involved of a woman having an abortion or anything like that. I have my own senses besides reaching up, but let's just see what comes through. I have a feeling it's going to be the same as my thoughts and things I've said before on lives and whatnot, but let's see what comes through. And it feels more like it's the Christ entity that's going to help bring some information in. That loving source of 3, the Empress card, and that's the fertility. So I haven't personally done too many readings where I've gotten like there was a soul that was still attached per se because of a miscarriage or abortion. But I do remember one, and it was a miscarriage. Something wasn't right. And it was approximately 3 to 4 months along, I think it was. And that soul was still attached to the mom. And in the reading, that she wanted to say hello. Yeah, that you may not have had a daughter in real life, but I am still with you. Which was very interesting and very heartwarming. And I had no clue, and she always kind of knew. And it was a warm feeling that it was okay and it doesn't have to be a burden. Because something unfortunate like that happened, there was probably just the connection wasn't made within the uterus, or there may have been a physical problem, whatever the case may be. Tell me about a fetus. Conception, whatever you want to tell us. There is no karma involved in having an abortion or a miscarriage. Unless there is willful harm to an unborn child. The uterus is a sanctuary a haven of sorts to create life. Not hard to explain what I'm getting here. Not a I'm getting negative aspects of like a test tube baby or something like that. It's not nature's way. Although the spirit is acceptant of this, process of out of womb incubation per se. But it's not nature's way. It's not as God intended. So a soul does attach to a unborn fetus at approximately 2.5 to 3 months inside a baby or inside the womb. So when this happens, the soul is doing its own life lesson of sorts. Because even though the body is not outside the womb, there are still life lessons that can be learned. And connecting with the mother and hearing sounds and hearing other children play, other siblings, the father just speaking. There is a whole connectedness of being one with the mother, taking in all emotions, taking in all the food substances and anything that goes into the woman's body. So there is a connectedness and a learning lesson for certain souls of being in a womb. There is movement, there is dreams. And if this fetus is not meant to become full term, many times it's because of a soul contract already decided that the family could not handle possible any external physical deformities or mental challenges. Those that do have a baby born to full term, they are given this life lesson of love and compassion to figure out how to breach those challenges with a underdeveloped child. His growth for that family that is given this special child. Many are weak. Many can't handle the process of this. But it is shown their true character. Many times I'm getting here, it's the male figure that can easily walk away from a situation because they're not emotionally able to adapt to a situation like that. As a general, it doesn't mean all. It even happens with mothers, that they are underdeveloped soul that cannot handle compassion of even having a child, unknowingly prior to having birth. But a soul does attach to a baby fetus in the womb for those exact learning lessons. And no, there is no harm, there is no foul in even having a late term abortion. Even when the soul is attached, there is no karma. It is understood. It is accepted. There's no haunting. It is a free will choice, and you are still a loving soul of God and a child of God and an acceptance of everything. It's your personal dealings and feelings that you'll have to deal with when you do go through that process, because you have terminated a life. It is your own discernment. It is your own free will choice. So there is nothing negative about having an abortion. But eternally, you have to deal with your choices and accept them. It all depends on your agreements made. Sometimes these souls do hang around as they are already attached, and other times that soul within that fetus will just dissipate into the heavens realm and to wait for another to come down and start anew again. Now, sometimes you have this agreement when you come down on earth and how many children you plan to have. And you, by your free will choices, you may disrupt the when and how of when you have your children by the recourse of having an abortion. So let's say your soul comes down and you agree that you want to have children and you want to have 3. And it's written in the stars that you are going to have 2 boys and a girl. And if the girl was supposed to come first, you'll disrupt that cycle, and that soul eventually come back down if it was a part of that timing. There has been a disruption in the cycle of your destiny of sorts. Now, that soul that was going to come down to be your child, because you choose who you want to come down with, they will come back in a different time. You will skip. There is a skip, because that cycle is disrupted. But it doesn't matter. It is your free will. It is your discernment. Certain women have gone through many miscarriages and have so much difficulty having a child. But like with other things, that is your agreement, your agreed deformity to learn and grow. Everything in life is learn and grow and discernment. And like we always say, free will choices will change outcomes. And then hence, if natural birth is not accessible to this woman, they may choose to forgive all and not have children or adopt or try a surrogate mother, which is a very loving way to give birth within your own DNA. To create a bond with a child which that woman is not able to have on her own. As we said before, we are all connected, we are all in love, and we are all in light. There is no karma involved. It does not hurt the soul. It does not hurt the fetus if it is terminated or by accidental or a deformity of miscarriage. It is part of life. And it is your challenge, if you so go through it, to accept and move on from that. We send you love, we send you light, we send you abundance. Be blessed in the life you give and you have. I hope you found this useful. I hope you liked it. Gotta go. Break's over.